What's good, y'all, man? We're back here with another video. Listen, I was planning to do a video after the NBA Finals. This NBA Finals has gone 7 games. Listen, y'all all seen my prediction. I thought it was going to go at least 6. I kind of predicted 5, but I seen 6 because in the end it's like that. And they proved it. That's why they're going 7 games. That's why I haven't dropped, because I was going to wait till after the Finals to drop a video. But Kevin Durant just got traded, so I feel like I have to make a video for this because I wouldn't say it was out of nowhere, but I didn't expect it to happen on Game 7 day. I feel like it's kind of crazy, but I don't think it's going to take any way shine from that game. This has been a very good finals. I feel like everybody has liked it, even though somebody said the ratings are down, like they really care about that. I don't give a damn about that. Somebody said that, but the finals has been elite to me. The stars, well, except for Tyrese, have been hooping. But let's talk about this Rockets trade. So the Rockets sent Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, the 10th overall pick, and 5 second-round picks for Kevin Durant. To talk about it for the Rockets at first, I love it for the Rockets. I don't know how much of a ceiling raising it is. Of course, you get KD, but in my opinion, the Thunder are just too good. Even if they were to lose this finals, they are just too good to where I have to literally put them in their own tier. I feel like if the Nuggets didn't get hurt, they can possibly get in the finals themselves. I don't think the Rockets are better than the Nuggets. If the Timberwolves bring back their team back, I still like them over this Rockets team. I don't think this move was like, okay, now we got KD, now we're legit contenders. I don't know about that. I still think they got a lot of moves to make around the edges, and that may just be improvement because they do have a lot of young guys, but it obviously helps. Adding KD to the team who couldn't shoot, was lacking spacing, and was lacking perimeter scoring, it helps. Lacking rim protection, well, Tari, Jabbar, they're kind of decent, but adding KD, it helps a lot. Now, to talk about it for the young guys, I think for Tari and Jabari, just to get to learn from KD, especially Jabari Smith Jr., who's kind of at the same post mini game or likes to go to that a lot. I think watching KD just in practice, just watching them could be a lot, and then also learning from him, KD giving him some punch. I think that's going to be a lot for him. I'm a very, very big Jabari Smith Jr. fan. I like him a lot. I think that's going to help them for Amen Thompson and Alperen Sengun. As we've seen at times in the playoffs, the paint got crowded. The paint got crowded because they don't have legit outside shooters. Dylan Brooks was, if I'm not mistaken, was pretty bad for shooting the ball this playoffs. You already know how Jalen Green was. Fred VanVleet was very up and down, had his highs, had his lows. So having Kevin Durant on that wing, one of the best off-ball shooters and scorers ever, that's going to be a lot for them, especially for the jump of Amen Thompson being a downhill threat, a dominant downhill threat of that. And then for Alperen Sengun being a post-up big, face-up big, that's going to be a lot. And he can pass. They can both pass. So KD's going to get a lot of assists. Well, he's going to get a lot of passes from them, and they're going to get a lot of assists from KD. For KD. And I think it's a very good fit for this team. But, like I said, around the edges, I think they need to get better. I still think they need a point guard. I think Fred VanVleet is cool. I don't know if he's really a point guard. Same thing with Amen Thompson. I think he's very good. I think he's going to be very good. I don't think he's a point guard. It's kind of weird because out of high school or overtime elite, I kind of seen it. But as I've looked into the NBA career, as we watched his career so far these last 2 years, I just don't see point guard in this game. Not that good of a handle, so it's kind of hard for him to make for everybody. But he does get downhill at will, so that's the main thing from his playmaking. But that's it. I don't really see point guard in his brain pause, but he doesn't have a feel for the game where I see that, oh yeah, that's a point guard. I just don't see that with Amen Thompson. I'm not as high on Alperen Sengun's passing and playmaking, and I know he can do those things, but I'm not as high on him as a lot of others are. I feel like he's kind of labeled as a top 3 passer playmaking big in the league, and I don't see that at all. I don't even think he's top 5, maybe not even top 10. I'm not really that high on his passing and playmaking. Not to say that he can't do it, but I'm not that high on it. And I'm just not that high on him in general. But I do think he can get better. I do think this was kind of a down year for him as far as his offense. I think his defense got way better. I don't think he's a liability no more. Even at times, I think he even made the defense even better. So I think he's upped his defense. I think he can up his offense, and I think adding KD with that is going to be a lot for him. So look for this team. They were the second seed last year. They just got rid of 2 players who it's going to hurt, but you really get 2-on-1 in KD, where Dylan Brooks' job was to spot up, defend. KD can spot up and defend, and then Jalen Green's job was to score. KD's the best of all time. So that hurts as far as depth wise, but you just get KD. So looking at these teams, looking at this team compared to other teams, like I said, OKC's still number 1 to me. I would probably have Denver 2, Timberwolves 3, and then whatever the Lakers do, I probably have them 4. But it's not that they can't beat none of them. Well, they can't beat OKC, but they can beat the other 3 teams because I just think OKC is different. But those other 3 teams, I think it would be a very good series for this Rockets team, and I'm very excited to see what they do. It does kind of hurt that they gave a 10 for me because I was very excited to see what they was going to draft at 10. I think they could have got a player that could play right away, like even over their last 2 draft picks in Cam Whitmore and Reed Shepard. Like I think they could have got a very, very good player right here, but it doesn't really hurt like that. So I'm excited for them and their future, and I think this is a good trade. It's kind of a win-lose trade. I mean, not a win-lose trade. It's like I don't think they lose a lot. I don't think it's gonna hurt. Like if he doesn't re-sign whenever his contract's up, it's not gonna hurt. You got young guys in the back. Okay, one more, like I said, Tari, Jabari. That's gonna get way better, and then kind of slide into that spot if he was to leave down the road. So I like this trade for them. For the Phoenix Suns, I like it for only one reason. I like it. Well, 1.5. The half being what you could possibly get for Jalen Green, but then I see that they're not even going to trade him, so that's why I'm not giving him a full point. But I like it for number 1 for that number 10 overall pick. I think this is a very good deep draft. I think it's a very good draft, and I think it's to a point where they really can't go wrong at number 10. And how it is, somebody might fall to you. Like the way Ace Billy's doing this shit, he might fall to you. So like this is going to be a very good draft, and I think number 10 is a very valuable pick. So I like that for them. Everything else, I hate it. Dylan Brooks, I actually like. I keep forgetting that he's in this deal. I actually like Dylan Brooks for them. I think him and D-Book, I think that's a very good pairing. And I think he obviously helps that defense, that 3D wing that they were looking for. That's very consistent, that can shoot, does everything. So I like Dylan Brooks for them. But Jalen Green, they don't trade him. It's just like, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing if you don't trade him? And it's not like his value is super high. He had an okay season this year. It wasn't as good as probably the previous year, but it was okay. And he showed some flashes in the playoffs. And he's still young, so you can probably sell the team on that. But like, bro, like he's one of the most inconsistent stars we have in this league. So like, I don't think a lot of teams will want that. And he makes a lot of money as of now. Like, he might not be worth all that money. So I don't think a lot of teams will want that. So in my opinion, why would you accept that trade? You already have Devin Booker and Bradley Beal. It's not like they're going to stay because D-Book's dumb and Bradley Beal's making too much money to where nobody wants to trade for that. So they're going to stay. So what was the point of making that trade? You have a star, a superstar that wants to win. It was most likely better options out there for them to go trade. Like I seen the Aaron Williams shit. I understand they didn't want to add Jaime Jaquez. And they didn't want to add Nikola Jovic. I understand that. I'm pretty sure the Spurs offer you some good trades. I'm pretty sure other teams offer you a good trades, and you didn't want to accept that. My whole thing is like, so what's the plan now? If you're not going to trade Jalen Green, is he just going to sit there with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, and then now Devin Booker has to get another year wasted because that team is not going to be on nothing. The team got way worse with this trade. What is the plan? So I'm confused with that. But my main gripe, not even with this trade at all, is Devin Booker. Like, if this trade doesn't open your eyes to be like, all right, bro, I'm out of here, then it gets to a point where like it's not hard to respect, but it's hard to understand said person. Like, are you that comfortable, or are you that delusional that you think you're good enough to carry this bullshit? Like, look at Devin Booker's career. Jordan Ott, their new coach, his 8th coach in his 10 years of his career, his 8th coach. They drafted with high draft picks Dragan Bender, Marquise Chris, DeAndre Ayton, very good players, right? All high draft picks. They traded for Bradley Beal on a no trade clause when you already have me, myself, Devin Booker, and I'm a shooting guard, and he's also a shooting guard. Okay, another stupid thing. And then you just traded Kevin Durant for Jalen Green. At some point, you gotta like open your mind. You're not Kobe. You're not Dirk. The Spurs are. I mean, the Suns organization is not the Lakers organization or the Dallas Mavericks organization. Very good organizations. It's not that. As you can see, they fucked up your whole career. They made it good for like what 3 to 4 years when they got you Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and DeAndre Hunt. Aiden helped for a little bit. Chris Paul. And then the next year they got you Kevin Durant, and it looked good for that year. Then they traded for fucking Bradley Beal. Like, this is not a good organization, and they've shown you it for your 10 years in your career. You're still 28. You're not even fucking 30 yet. You've been in the league for 10 years. Do you want to get Dame? And what I mean by do you want to get Dame? Do you want to stay with this team until it's to a point where like they don't even want you no more? Like they starting to feel bad for you. And then now you're old as hell. You're 34, and then 2 years later you tear your fucking Achilles. Like, do you want to be 30, around 32, 34 when you're getting traded? No, you're in your fucking prime, and you will go to a team where they will not have to give up a lot, because a team like Detroit will come in and they'll trade Ron Holland, their pick this year, multiple first-round picks, and you'll come into a team that's ready to win. They'll be way better than this bullshit you dealt with now. But all the reports from what I've seen is he's so hell-bent on being a son for the rest of his career. To me, that is just stupid. It's stupid, and it's making me look at you a different way. Like, if Devin Booker is on this team to start the 2026-2027 season next year, I'm done. I'm done. Because this is one of my favorite players. So this is why it's so annoying to me, because, like, bro, this team is garbage. This organization is garbage. They've been garbage for 10 years. The 10 years you're in your career, they've been garbage. You're one of the best top 15 players in the league. And you can't go nowhere since 2021 because they suck. But you're a Kobe fan, and you want to have that Kobe thing where I want to stay with the team, grinding out all that shit. No! Because even at one point, Kobe wanted to go. But then they took him serious and they traded for Pau Gasol. They haven't done that for you. You might going to say, they traded for KD. Then they traded for Bradley Beal. Like, this is stupid, bro. So, like, I need him to go. But to go back to the trade, for the Suns, it's okay. They obviously lost. I think they got fleeced. I just like it for number 10 because I feel like number 10 could be a big pick for them. They can get a lot of guys at that pick. Conor Murray, Bulls, Rasheed Fleming, even Continental will fall right there. Like, I love that pick for them. But other than that, it's a stupid trade for me. But for Rockets, they came up. I just think they need to get better around the edges to where, like, I could be like, they're a contender. And when I mean contender in the West, I mean, like, you can beat OKC. And I only see, like, one real contender because OKC is like, they're just a belt contender. That's just how good they are. I think the only contender in the West, if they usually come back, same team, I think the Nuggets can beat OKC. So, yeah, that's the number one contender next year. I don't think the Rockets are there yet, but if they get better around the edges as far as the players improve, if they find a point guard, I like it a lot for them. Like, if they was to, like, all right, Cleveland, take Fred, or Cleveland take Tari, Ken Whitmore, and 2 more picks for Darius Garland. If they was to do that, and you're out here with Darius Garland, Ben Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun, oh my God, like, they can get better. That's the thing. Houston has hella picks, and they still have hella young talent that they don't really care about. Like, they just drafted Reed Shepard, the number 3rd overall pick last year. They will give him up in a heartbeat. So, let me know what you think about this trade, man. I think it was pretty good for them, for the Rockets, for the Suns. It's stupid. But hopefully y'all enjoying Game 7. Let's all pray for OKC ring. And let me get this out. In my basketball mind, I don't care who wins, because I think the story of Indiana is so perfect, but then the story of the OKC Thunder is so perfect. But for 2 reasons, I need OKC to win. J-Dub, y'all know how much I love J-Dub. I need this ring for our Hall of Fame case. Number 2, the Tyrese Halliburton conversations, if they were to win, would get on my fucking nerves. And I'm not even a hater no more. But the conversations with him it's always disingenuous. It's always a lot of lies. And if you add a ring onto that, it will get even worse. So I don't want to see that. But if the Indiana Pacers win, I'll kind of like it, because they got a lot of guys over there I kind of mess with. And the story is amazing. So let me know how you feel about this NBA Finals. Let me know how you feel about this trade. I will talk to you guys later on this week. I'm going to do one more mock draft before the draft on Wednesday, which is crazy. They're doing the 2-day draft. That's retarded. But other than that, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.